And all we have to do is go up here, and then we get to go meet Mommy Hydra. Yeah, because I thought the Chamber of Secrets actually ran off of that Zelda engine, which is what I wanted all of them to run off of.
Well, it's only Goblet of Fire and then on that they continue with the same, to be exactly the same as the other systems.
Yeah, because to me, like, the change actually happened with Goblet of Fire, and then they went to new systems each game. Smack. I hate to say it, but we might actually have to take away the I'm the mother effing T-Rex and give it to the I'm the mother effing Hydra. Oh no! Looks like we get to smack you up against this again. You know, maybe we shouldn't have started this game today, because I just barely had my whole run-in with Canary Mary yesterday.
And why is that?
Are you already forgetting how hard that was?
Oh yeah, I remember that.
For people who don't know what I'm talking about, go check out Drak Shadow in kind of the 40 parts, where I actually had another showdown with Canary Mary and won, but at grave cost. My horrible carpal tunnel. Ah, no! Crap, gotta get back up, gotta get back up, gotta get back up. If you don't, then they respawn. Ow. Come on, you stupid Hydra! I am going to beat you! I've got about halfway down. No, you don't, you Hydra bastard! And is this gonna be it? No, I just knocked him out. So
Circle.
no, I'm trying to do it. It wouldn't do it. Quick time event magic. Oh no, oh no. Come on, meet my friend the steak. Ow! Ugh. I don't know about you, Andrea, but that looks like it hurt.
That would definitely hurt.
And because there is no Mother Hydra anymore, all the heads explode. So I guess if you cut off one head, two more don't take its place. This is the part that even when I played through this the first time was gross. I have to go into the Hydra. I have to go in. Help me! Help me! Help me! I have to go in to help the captain.
Thank you! Thank the gods you came back for me!
I didn't come back for you.
Hi, my name is Kratos. I'm a dick.
And he let the captain die.
I did. It's one of those things where I really wish I had a CD of the Dennis Leary I'm an Asshole song, because every time these moments happen, I would be playing it. I'm an asshole! He's the world's biggest asshole! A-S-S-H-O-L-E, everybody! A-S-S-H-O-L-E! Andrea's giving me a look of, just stop. Just stop. But I don't want to stop. Alright, technically if we needed the health, but we don't. And now we have a second Gorgon Eye. 4 more, and our health increases. Oh, crap. Ah! Thankfully, I don't take falling damage. There we go. Whee! And this puts us back on the boat that we need to be on. But first, I'm going to go ahead and save, because you know what? That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Saving the data. Oh, and I guess I have to take care of these guys too. Oh, that's cute. They think that hurt. So, Andrea, what are your thoughts on hack and slash games? Because I don't know if you've actually played a whole lot in your life.
Not too many, but beat 'em ups are probably the closest thing as hack and
Yeah.
slash to me.
Hack and slash games owe a lot to beat 'em ups. Like they're kind of the new day or the new age beat 'em ups.
Because that's probably as close as they are to me.
Oh. Oh, I left one alive. Can't have any of that now, can we?
Nope.
So now we just make our way to the other side of the boat and free the children and the women. Because we're a good guy, right? Not really. Press R2 to unlock the door. And with that, let's go ahead and enter into the captain's cabin, which is surprisingly quiet. I wonder what happened. It's quiet. Cutscene. No!
Slaughtered like animals, the victims lay before him, a reminder of his own past, a past he could never escape. His only solace was the sea, endlessly sailing from one harbor to the next in service to the gods of Olympus. All his hopes rested with them. For no matter how much wine he consumed,
Oh, hi
or
there,
how many
boobs!
women he took to his bed, nothing on earth could rid him of the horrors that plagued his mind.
Athena! 10 years, Athena.
Hi,
I
man
have
boobs.
faithfully served the gods for 10
Sorry,
years.
I had to be equal
When will
opportunity
you
here.
relieve me of these nightmares?
We request one final task of you, Kratos. Your greatest challenge awaits in Athens, where even now my brother Ares lays siege as we speak. Athens is on the verge of destruction.
Oh
It
no!
is the will of Ares my great city fall.
You know how many
Zeus has
times in
forbidden
Greece,
the
in
gods
ancient
from
Greek
waging
lore,
war on each other.
Athens is in trouble?
That is why it
Oh,
must
yeah.
be you, Kratos. Only a mortal trained by a god has a chance at defeating Ares.
This is like the Marvel
If
universe
I
in
am
New
able to
York.
do this, to kill a god, then the visions, they will end?
Complete this final task, and the past that consumes you will be forgiven. Have faith, Kratos. The gods do not forget those who come to their aid.
Leaving the rotting carcass of the Hydra behind, Kratos set sail once more. His greatest challenge and freedom from his growing madness lay before him in the ancient city of Athens.
Still love that narrator's voice. It's awesome. Hi, boobs! Okay, so as we did with the Order 1886, I'm just going to warn people in advance. This is not safe for work. This is not safe for families. This is probably not something you show your kids, so don't, okay? With that being said, yeah, so I find it funny that now we're going the dramatic opposite. With the Order 1886, we had an overwhelming amount of penises, and in this one, we're going to have an overwhelming amount of boobs. So, can we officially say that we're equal opportunity on this channel?
Sure, why not?
And that actually gets into the other debate here that a lot of people have had with the God of War games. I'm kind of glad the God of War games have sparked this debate, which is, especially in the US, like where in Europe, I'm not saying sexuality is like open or anything like that, but they're not as against it as they are like hardcore violence, and we are 180 on that. Like, we are hardcore violence all the way. We have no problem with just blood, gore, guts all over the ground, but you show one boob on a movie screen and instant rated R kind of thing. And granted, I'm a married man, but I see this as kind of silly because that's kind of against what we're supposed to be doing. And I hate to do this, Andrea, but if I don't do it, then the God of War fans are going to get on our case.
Yeah, you know them.
We have to do it. We have now. I actually do have the achievement Rock the Boat, but so you're not going to see that. But yes, you can do this to help you increase your skills in your mini games. Yes, that's right. You're increasing the skill in your mini games. That's exactly what I'm doing right now. That's exactly what I'm doing right now. You guys believe me, right?
Oh yeah.
Of course, you have to do it that first time because you get a lot of red orbs from it. So I'm just curious, like, where do you stand on the whole argument, Andrea? Like, are you pro for more violence in movies than sex, or are you pro for more, like, trying to say, okay, this isn't as bad as we're making it out to be, and getting less violence into movies and such?
Well, it just depends on the type of movie. If it how it, you know, if it's needed, you know.
Well, I'm just like, my viewpoint is like, if accidental nip happens, which in movies it does, believe it or not, then you don't slap an R rating on it. And there are actually a couple of movies that have had that happen where accidentally they had to do that. Or another example is, I'm now doing a pro wrestling podcast in case people didn't know, and I'll give you links and descriptions and all that. The women that come out to do the wrestling, some of them are wearing skimpy outfits. And with skimpy outfits comes wardrobe malfunctions. And instantly, as soon as that wardrobe malfunction happens, like, the FCC has to label that as, like, TV-17 kind of thing. But at the same time, I sit there and go, okay, but you can barely see it, and it's just this tiny little nip slip. What's the problem?
Oh yeah, if you just see it and it's like, well, how does that make it rated R?
Exactly. Plus, I'm also just of the opinion, like, contrary to... I'm not going to out anybody for this, but, like, growing up, we had kind of this dogma of showing even one part of the female form was absolutely evil. You couldn't do that. When I would actually consider, like, showing a dude getting cut in half and his guts coming out is probably a lot worse than accidentally seeing a woman's chest, okay? People can have their opinions on that, but I would think that I'm not necessarily in the wrong there. I don't think... When I look at those two, I literally look at the first and say, that's not as damaging as the latter. Or at least not as damaging as a lot of people are led on to believe on that matter. And I kind of wish we would be more lax on that. But Drak, you're in a puritanical society! I don't know if I believe that either anymore. I mean, have you seen half the crap that some of the TV shows coming out now do? For crying out loud, I had to endure a TV show where the object of the game was to throw a tennis ball at some dude's balls. He was in his tidy whities, and you got bonus points if you threw it directly at his balls.
What is this?
This was... Oh, you've never seen Jackass, have you?
No.
Yeah, I have a feeling that would have been outlawed in your house.
I can't imagine.
But that was the thing to watch in high school. Everybody loved Jackass. Everybody thought it was the greatest thing ever. And I'm not one of them. I thought all of them were freaking idiots. And I have no problem saying that on camera or on mic or anything of the sort.
Yeah, it's kind of funny when they're like, oh, if we just do one little thing like that, we're gonna rate it a lot higher than it should be.
It's instantly like rated R.
Then it's like, what's the point of you going that direction in the first place and save yourself having to rate it that way?
Well, it's one of the other complaints that I have about things right now is that censorship in censorship in this day and age is, I think, lost its way to a great extent, especially when you have, I can't remember what the movie was, but, you know, given that I've done some film classes in my time, one of the movies that I have watched was like showing all of the problems with the Motion Picture Association of America and what they actually will deem as censored material. They actually literally try to, I want to say, outlaw a movie from specific theaters, mainly because they accidentally showed it was a sex scene, okay?
But how could you accidentally?
Usually they dim the lighting so you can't see what happens, but they actually had a shot where you could accidentally see the woman's gooch. Barely. Mm-hmm. Instant NC-17, like, that's porn rating. Instant NC-17 for an accident. I'm sorry, but accident is kind of a thing that happens in film. In fact, some of our best shots in movies come from accidents.
Yeah, but it's like, how could you make it accidental and not realize it?
Just all it takes for I mean, to be perfectly honest, Andrea, all it takes for a shot like that to be done that way is for, well, the woman to shift her hips slightly, or for the guy to shift his hips slightly.
Yeah.
And you can't plan for that stuff. Sometimes people get uncomfortable. But I'm actually kind of glad for God of War actually bringing this discussion to the foreground, because it is getting kind of ridiculous on what gets censored and what doesn't.
Yeah.
And frankly, I'm on the opposing side. I think all of the excessive violence of God of War is the thing that needed to be censored. Especially when we get into later games, which actually made a rage kill mode. I would love to be able to skip that cutscene if I didn't have to see it. I'm not going to spoil stuff, but people know which game and what specifically I'm talking about. Oh, come on. I have to rage kill him so I can not have to deal with him anymore. Oh, Canary Mary, I really wish I hadn't done you yesterday.
Well, at least it's more easier for you to do that versus Canary Mary all over again.
Yeah, this is a lot easier, but at the same time, it still hurts like crap.
But at least you don't have to deal with her anymore.
Yes, thankfully, in that Banjo-Tooie playthrough, we're done with Canary Mary. Or at least as far as you guys have told me.
Yeah, you won't be seeing her again.
Period. But wait, she makes an appearance in Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts. Don't care. Don't care, not playing it, not experiencing it, never. I see that look on your face. No, you're not negotiating this. You're not going to get us to do, like, individually Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts. Not happening. You can play it on your own time. That's fine.
Oh, yeah.
Ares has brought these beasts to Athens. Without help, the city will fall. Gates destroyed. You'll have to find another.
At least to my knowledge, I don't remember if you ever have, like, a Canary Mary race challenge, but in the game show part of it, but I don't think so.
If we do, I'm gonna cry.
But who,
so I'm
like,
gonna have to explain to my doctor why my wrists are just effed up.
because I was dealing with a burn that
I did something for the YouTube fans I'm not proud of.
And
You did that on camera? No, I raced Canary Mary.
And what was that? I raced a bird that was a chew.
I raced a woman that thinks she's a bird. Alright. What? I raced a woman that thinks she's a bird. That's what the Canary Mary model looks like. Oh, it's too bad I can't knock them off.
I know, that's what I was thinking. Too bad you couldn't knock them off.
Oh, what? I did it!
Hey, that's cool.
I didn't think you could actually do that. I've never done it before.
I thought it would just hit a
Yeah,
invisible.
I thought it would hit. I thought it would hit an invisible wall too.
And yet you could fall off, but you can't knock the enemies off.
No.
What's
The
wrong with that?
The enemies are more protected. Trust me, when this game gets into the harder difficulties, you'll start to realize that the enemies are more protected than you are. Okay, so this one. Whee! Oh! Yay! Chest. So I don't think we actually figured out what side of the argument you were on that one. So you're for. Are you just for less overall, or? I don't think we figured out where you stood on that censorship argument.
Lesser or for?
Yeah. So at least in that case, maybe for less violence, maybe a little bit more sex isn't necessarily a bad thing. At least at this point, I would say, okay, maybe it's okay to show a woman's chest. But showing the lower parts, no. I watch Game of Thrones. I've seen enough penises to last a lifetime.
But then again, I'm just kind of like, if I was in the mood to watch that, I would,
So you're more along the lines of you'd much rather have just the choice.
Yeah, it just depends on what in the mood and watching, but... it's like, do I want to go watching more gore and violence and all that versus...
Well, there are some series that you do.
Well, yeah. It just depends if it was worth having that in there or not.
I mean, for crying out loud, one of the series that I've never understood why you got into it was Underworld. And yet you... Dang it. Oh, you know what? I could probably just double jump
besides all that, I'm pretty sure, but... I just go for it because of the vampires and werewolves aspect.
So the Twilight aspect.
Kind of like that.
Well, and for crying out loud, you also watch Pretty Little Liars, and I'm sorry, but there's way too much sex in that show. You can't deny that. I mean, you and I have made jokes that, like, the way that they talk about how everybody's, like, the illegitimate son of somebody, it's wow. It almost feels like an entire... keep it in your pants argument should have been made at this entire town.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are actually going to get mad at me in the fact that while I do believe that censorship is horribly wrong, I'm also very much a pro-abstinence guy, so that's a thing too. And it's just more along the lines of, you guys can think I'm a dick, but that kind of aspect of a relationship is a very sacred part of it.
Can you break that block?
What? I tried.
Wait, I thought you could still...
Oh, okay. You just need to hit it a little bit more. There we go. So am I up for, like, teens going out and, having sex like bunnies? No.
No.
I don't think they're... Sorry, teens. I don't think you're responsible enough. I don't think you've been through enough. Especially, like, a lot of people just take the whole physical portion of that, and there's funniest part of this argument, there's an emotional part of it too, and that never gets taken into account, especially in TV. So yes, I'm pro-abstinence. Deal with it, kids. Actually, kids, why the hell are you watching right now? Because holy crap, violence. I can say that, and I lived through the Mortal Kombat era, people.
Aphrodite.
Kratos, the gods are pleased with your progress, but your current skills will not be enough to defeat the minions of Ares. I offer you the power to freeze your enemies where they stand, but you must earn such a gift.
Hi, boobs!
Medusa, the queen of the Gorgons. Bring me her head, Kratos.
Sorry, guys.
And
They're hard to
I will
avoid.
give you the ability to
Yeah.
wield its power.
Well, and here's the thing too. With this series, it makes sense for them to be out.